God, quite a lot of it around actually, isn't it? Christ. Is that, where's that? Is that behind me? Get rid of it. Go, go. Right, this is quite a sad video, guys. Quite a sad video. PC Engine LT died. It's died. I thought last night that I would have a quick, well, not a quick go, but I thought I'd get the PC Engine out, and actually the first part of that was to do with actually playing with Super Graphics, which is in the drawer there. Oh. And I pulled it out and rigged it up, and it didn't work. I was just getting bright colours on the screen, and I thought, oh shit, don't say this has gone for a bollock. I tried pulling the cart inside out. I got a couple of carts, didn't make any difference. So I thought, brilliant, Super Graphics gone for a shitter, because they're quite expensive nowadays. Well, the Super Graphics never been particularly cheap, but they're going like on eBay for like well over 200 quid unboxed now, which is quite expensive. And it's quite expensive for a system I don't really play that much. So I thought, oh Christ, I ain't got to get another one of these, have I? Because I've got quite a few PC Engine consoles. I've only got one Super Graphics. But anyway, I thought, oh, what I'll do is I'll pull out my my PC Engine LT, one of them, which is in a drawer right opposite me, and I plugged it in and nothing came up on the screen at all, dead as a dodo. Had the power light come on the front, but nothing on the screen, no audio, and I thought, ah, shit, the PC Engine's bollocks. Went back to the Super Graphics, got that working, and that was purely because there was, I think, some oxidisation on the pins on the HU card. So I cleaned up a couple of the cards, banged them in, Bob's your uncle, fannied your aunt, job done, working. So at least that console hadn't gone totally to shit. But gotta be honest, guys, PC Engine LT, it's dead. It is dead. It's dead to the point that it's not even passing any power out now through the expansion bus at the back, because I've got an RGB sort of mod that goes on the back of these, and that's getting no power to it at all. So I think there's an issue to do with the power side on the main board. It could be a cap issue. Could be a regulator. I haven't got a clue. Well, I'm pretty pissed, I've got to be honest. You know, I mean, these things are rare as rocket horse shit, and the prices on these are just crazy now. On eBay, they're going for, well, I say they're going for, people are asking like over 1,500 quid for these now. So now, on the positive side, the one that's gone for a bollock is the one that was in the worst condition out of the two that I've got. So I have got another one, and I've done a previous video on the twins of this. So I quickly tried my other one, and that one works fine, sounds fine, and the screen's fine and everything. And actually that was a much better condition unit anyway. So I always had this one, which actually was my first one, as a spare. But I mean, to be honest, I never wanted it to be a parts machine. I've had I've done some research on the internet, and I've actually managed to find a cap replacement chart for it, and there's a shitload of caps on this thing. to replace. 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 17, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29 caps. 29 caps. And I actually took this one apart last night just to have a quick look to see if I could see any caps that have gone bad. And I can't see anything on there at all where a cap's gone, in respect to fluid, at least. That doesn't mean that the caps are fucked. Sorry, that doesn't mean that the caps aren't fucked, but there doesn't seem to be any physical sign that there's a cap that's gone, that's leaking. And it's so tight in there, I just don't, I can't bear to do all those caps. I just can't. It's going to be an absolute ball ache, it really is. And I did think about, I actually started going on eBay to look at buying the caps, and I just thought, oh, this is going to be an absolute nightmare, this is. So unfortunately, at least for the time being, this is going to stay busted, guys, which is a real saddening thought, really. But look, to be honest, if I didn't have the other one, I'd be straight on trying to repair this, but because I've got the other one, and undoubtedly that will go next. But this is the second PC, no, the third PC Engine console. It's the third PC Engine console I've had that's had an issue. So that one's gone bad totally. That needs some repair work on it. PC Engine GT is in my box of, or in my drawer of scrap spares, repairs. There, that doesn't work. Weirdly enough though, that does get a picture. I don't know whether it gets any sound. It doesn't play any U cards, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with that. And I've actually swapped the board out in that, the main board out for another one. I've tried that, and yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. But that one's knackered. And some time ago, I think it was 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now, I can't remember, but I had my PC Engine Core Graphics 2, which is in there, and that went bad as well, and that was a memory RAM chip went on it. But I replaced that off a spare board that I had. So that's 3 PC Engine consoles that have gone for a burn, and it's probably the worst console type that I've had problems with. All the other consoles, I mean, I don't get any of them out now in case they're all bust, but no, all the other consoles that I've got, I've never had a problem with them. I've never had any failures. It's certainly not like this. So I don't know if there's something with the PC engines, whether the caps that they use were just amazingly cheap caps or whatever, but yeah, it's a sad day, guys, a sad day. Luckily I've got another one, LT, but that's besides the point. It's on that unit, it's still got to be worth working. It's still worth several £100, you know. But yeah, so I need to think long and hard about this, whether or not I can really be asked to actually do a repair on that. Yeah, if I do, guys, I will do a video about it. But for the moment, if you could get your black armbands out and show a minute's silence for the death of the PC Engine LT. Hope you enjoy the video, guys, and I'll speak to you again soon. Hopefully with something that's a bit more positive.